Welcome back to another episode, Pete. We're on fire.
At this point, I can't get any hotter, and neither can we.
And D can't get any hotter. He's on a beach somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I'm totally. I'm
Your
Florida
sunscreen
man.
on.
So you just don't want to show up to the office some days? That's why you don't come in today, D?
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for me to come to the office every day.
Why? Is there a reason for Pete to come to the office every day?
No, he can't do work at home, he said. That's why he's going to the office.
I have no setup at home, so it just doesn't work well.
Gotcha.
I got a desk.
I actually wouldn't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, for me, one of the reasons I thought I'd work from home was I get to take naps during the day. And shockingly, of the quarantine, today was my first nap.
Wow.
How long did you go for?
About 40 minutes.
It's a good nap time.
Good power.
Well, the problem is I was up really late last night. I was up till 11:30.
Pete's like, that's early.
Yeah,
I was still playing video games at 11:30.
11:30, and I was hitting the bottle pretty hard. So,
Anything you want to open up about?
no, I had a great night.
Oh, okay.
But I was drinking margaritas, 1942, and then woke up with a little hangover. So I had to.
Are you drinking with Haley? Well, I know Haley's pregnant, so she can't drink.
No,
You're drinking alone.
You're doing this all by yourself.
correct.
Is it ever depressing just getting hammered alone?
No, I was on the phone with a friend. He was drinking, I was drinking. We're having a good time.
Awesome. Cool. All right, let's hop into some topics here. We need a minivan update. So we kind of talked about this minivan thing with on and on it. So
Yeah.
What's the concept? You wanted to buy a minivan for Pete to drive, you to work?
No, I mean, I need to get a new car. So like the car I have, I bought 10 years ago. It's an Aston Martin Vantage. It's just not,
Flex, but okay.
yeah. I mean, you want to get personal and background. I got to give you background. It's a manual car. I really enjoy driving it, but like, it's not practical given my life today. So it's either sits in the office and collects dust, or it sits in my driveway and collects dust. So I need to get another car. We're about to have another kid. And I mean, I'm selling a lot of masks, so maybe I can just go get like a Bentley SUV, like get two of them. But it's not practical of a car. And the problem is that my biggest concern of getting anything nice is I don't want to put anything flashy in front of my house.
Right.
Because you're scared to get robbed?
Yeah. I just don't think, you want to draw attention, right? I don't even like putting my Aston in front of my house. That's why I leave at the office.
Yep.
So my idea really is to go get a family car. My dream car is a Chrysler minivan.
When did that happen?
Yeah. When did that dream come about?
Well, I grew up having one. My mom had a Chrysler Town and Country, and it was the best car. It was so functional and practical for our daily life, which was like going to the park, going to school, picking up friends. And I don't have anything to prove. Like, I don't give a shit if anyone thinks I'm cool or not at this point.
If you get a souped up one, though, that's like a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
So
Throw some big rims on that.
yeah, I don't know about all that, but the idea is one, whenever I travel, I end up renting Chrysler Pacificas. And I was like, damn, this car is amazing. Like when we were in Hawaii or we were in Cabo, I was like, damn, this is a great car. So now I'm totally sold on that being the next car. I looked at all the big SUVs. I don't see myself like plugging in a Tesla. It seems like a lot of work.
They're so nice though.
That would be my other choice of a car, is the Tesla SUV. Really like it, but like I can't even get a charger assigned to us in the office right now in our building. So that's where the car would sit the most. So if it's not charging all day there, it's kind of stupid.
Yep.
So those are kind of the challenges I'm playing with. And so I narrowed down on a minivan. I put out some feelers. These car salespeople are very hungry, let me tell you.
I wonder why.
I reached out to Jeep Chrysler Dodge of Glendale, and the guy has not stopped emailing me. I need lunar mail, actually, for this guy. This guy's so annoying.
And the next part of the show is brought to you by Lunar Mail.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's literally hit me up like twice a day for a week and a half since I reached out.
What did you just say? Bro, I'll get back to you when I want to buy it. Don't bother me. Or you
No, I
just-
don't. I haven't responded once because I just want to see. I like to drive people nuts with no response. The really aggressive people, like salespeople, because just curious, how long will you take this till you give up?
Yeah, you're testing them. So when do you think you'll actually pull trigger on a minivan?
I would say in the next 30 days.
And then
Right.
what was the plan with Pete driving it? He was saying that it's going to be him driving you to work every day.
Yeah. So part of the thing, what my true vision is to have someone drive me around in a minivan, and I sit in the back.
This is your dream, to be driven around, chauffeured in a minivan.
Correct. And so I would get everything. Like I'd put a laptop there, chargers, like everything I ever want, hand sanitizer, masks, all the fixins. And then I was like, I don't go anywhere where I need a full-time driver. Like if I was a guy on the go in meetings and crap like that, but I don't even take a meeting outside my office rarely. So I'm like, Pete lives down the street from me. He goes to the same place I do every single day. He doesn't have a car. Yeah. And then I think morning, evening, that's fine. Weekends would probably be challenging. Like, I don't know. If I don't need the car, he can potentially use it.
I'm drunk on weekends anyway, so it's like I can't even drive.
Okay, so perfect. So I just really need to be dropped off Friday because I like to get home early at 4:30, and then we're done.
Boom.
And see you next week. You're the weirdest bougie person I know. You want to be chauffeured only, but in a Chrysler minivan.
Because that's his dream car.
I'm salivating over this car. It's so. The features are insane, guys.
You're getting so old, dude.
Yeah.
What color are you thinking? Are you thinking black? Your other two vehicles are black.
Yeah, I'll probably go black, or I might go white. Fuck it.
Switch it up.
Yeah.
What would you have said to yourself 10 years ago when you bought your first Aston, thinking about the next car you're going to buy after this is going to be a Chrysler minivan?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been surprised. Because just think about it. When you have two kids, like, your car options are very limited. Like, you know how much junk we have? We have strollers and fucking snacks. And, like, it just makes sense to have.
That's why a Tesla would be good. You have two trunks.
Yeah, I mean, I do really like the Tesla SUV because a good friend of mine has it, so I've driven it a bunch. But I think the charging would be a pain.
Yeah. Well, you actually don't even drive that much, so it's not that bad. But yeah, it's kind of, if you don't have a home charger or an office charger, it's a bitch.
Yeah, a home charger I could potentially have, but I'm so lazy when I get home. I can't imagine. I'll forget to charge it, then the whole week is ruined.
Hey, Pete, can you come walk down the street and plug in the Tesla for me?
You know that would happen.
Yes, I would get calls in the middle of the night. Tesla's not plugged in. Can you come down here?
Yeah.
You can walk outside your house and do it, and he's like, "What do I pay you for?"
Yeah, exactly. It probably something like that.
Speaking of making money to buy nicer cars, I know you talked a little bit about dipping into porn advertising and advertising on porn sites.
Yes.
Tell us more about the thought process here.
So my customer jerks off.
Can we just take that clip, Pete, and just run that somewhere? My customer jerks off.
And so actually all of my customers do because we sell to men. So, I got a random LinkedIn message and the guys from Traffic Junkie, which Taylor knows what that is, they represent all the ad sales on Pornhub. So I started thinking, I'm like, would that be bad for our brand? And that was a conversation Taylor and I were having in the office. And your thoughts were no. I know Dollar Shave Club has done it. Some other brands it doesn't. I've seen I think he mentioned Diesel or someone else does it. I forgot who else he said does it. Diesel underwear. Okay. So I started thinking of like, if it's no brand negative, this is probably the cheapest advertising on the internet.
Yeah.
Right. Like we know what Facebook's impressions are. Those are the most expensive one. That's like the Fifth Avenue of real estate. Pornhub is like Skid Row.
Yeah.
And a lot of views though.
But with Fifth Avenue tenants.
Yeah, if you look at the views on some porn videos, they all have like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. I'm always like, damn, if they were a YouTuber, like I'd love to work with these people.
Exactly.
They're insane. And the comments and engagement.
You're telling me you wouldn't pay for a porn star, like a top porn star, to come out in a feed hoodie and then proceed?
I think that would just fuck up our brand so badly.
It'd be good for the brand.
It depends on the brand. If you're the brand that could pull that off, like Dollar Shave Club, and like where it's like it's kind of your raunchy humor, I think it works.
But what about banner ads?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people don't even. Yeah, I think it's banner ads. It could be okay. It just has to be in a classy way, and you really have to almost make fun of yourself for advertising on a porn site. It can't just be a normal banner ad that you run on Barstool or ESPN or something. It's a banner ad that goes like, you know, once you're done jerking off, like finally get laid on your own. And like I think that stuff that catches someone's eyes are like, these guys are making a joke. Like even if it's like, stop jerking off, you loser, and go get laid.
Yeah.
Or men
yeah, I mean, like I was thinking of something without using foul language, but saying something like, do you ever get tired of this? And at least that piques your interest on what are they potentially selling. But maybe that's not even, you know, we don't even mention our brand in the banner itself. And it's just a lead gen to the site. Because essentially our game is trying to get as many clicks as possible so that we can get them in a retargeting pool, get them to fill out the quiz, and then eventually sign up. So I think this is the ultimate pool of men at a very inexpensive cost. Because I don't think it's like, oh, it's only one type of guy. No, it's all guys.
You see how many categories they have? That is for every guy.
There's something for everyone.
Literally.
Exactly. And then is the idea that when they're still jerking off, you get them to click, or just to get them to click after? Because I feel like when someone's going and they're in the zone right there, like they're not clicking off.
Yeah, I it's definitely like, you know, that when you finished and you have kind of low self-esteem, that's when we come and get you.
Right away, when you're just like, fuck, what the fuck did I just jerk off to? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Shit about myself.
Yeah.
When you upgrade my clothes.
Yeah. When you're at that low point of of that moment, that's when, and maybe you ruined your clothes in the process.
You'd be like, hey, replace those clothes with some low clothes.
This is getting pretty gnarly. Let's move it on here. Next topic we have here is, are you sick of running yet, Dee? So you've been running for what, 2 or 3 years? Pretty consistently. Like, do you think
10 years?
10 years?
Yeah.
Like a couple times a week?
Yeah.
10 years?
Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna burn out ever? Or you like, or is it gonna put your body's gonna give up on you? Like, do you think you're gonna run for the next 20 years?
I think running sucks. Like,
and you've probably clocked in thousands of miles for the past.
Yeah. I mean, like, if at this point it's just a routine, like I just have to do it.
Every day.
So right now, because we're doing the mile a day challenge, I'm like, but I'm telling you, running every single day is very hard.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Like today, I don't feel like running, but I'm just gonna go in the evening and just clock like 1.5 miles, 2 miles just to get my mile a day done. But I mean, I was, you know, I always joked around that running does suck. And oddly enough, on 5-4 day next week, we're going to surprise our customers and everyone that runs with, and we're dropping a running sucks collection of like t-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, of everything. Cause like, as someone that loves running, the idea of actually getting started sucks so bad. Like you just don't want to do it. But I feel great when I'm done with it. It's like, oh, I'm so glad I did it. But the whole idea, I don't think I'm going to burn out from running as long as I'm healthy. Cause like running to me is like, I think I posted this on like, it's so much of it is like physically at my age at 39, when I know that I can still run a decent pace, keep up with myself. I keep like excited about my health. Otherwise, I don't know how I would gauge it. Cause I'm not going to definitely not going to no fucking class now.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who's going to Barry's boot camp and get sweat on and coughed on?
There's no way.
They're all so screwed.
Yeah, like hot yoga where someone's like,
Hot Corona.
Hot Corona.
Actually, would probably do well in there if Corona dies with the heat.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Donald. So you did mention 18 years of business coming up, which is wild, dude. Like, I know so many people with businesses. I don't think I've ever met anyone who's had a business for more than like 5 to 10 years, which is insane. I
was saying this to my staff yesterday. Before there was a Facebook, a YouTube, an Uber, there was 5-4.
So you could have been Facebook, YouTube, or Uber, and you fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. Let me tell you, I've had a lot of fun along the way. I'm sure, maybe the YouTube founders, definitely not the Facebook guys.
No.
I've had more fun than those guys. The YouTube guys, when they sold YouTube, funny story, I was in New York City and they were partying their brains off, like buying the whole club champagne, whatever. So I did get to experience some of that. But yeah, 18 years is an extremely long time to do something. I think, especially even to have your same business partner, that's even crazier because most people hate each other after a certain period of time. I don't care business partners or not. So the fact that we've been able to actually stay in business and then do business together for that long is really, really difficult. And there's been, we've had our fair share of fights and differences over the years, and other people have had to step back. Like my partner now has stepped back a little and I've taken the lead, and there's times where I've stepped back and he's taken the lead. So we've had a nice balance there. But I think like, it's crazy. It's 18 years. And like, I mean, you guys see me in the office, like it's like I'm a startup still. Like,
yeah, that's the craziest
Feels
thing.
like a startup because it's so hot in here with no AC.
It's a hot startup.
Yeah, it's a hot startup.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty cool that like the energy level and excitement I have about the business, I still have that I had 18 years ago. I mean, I probably have more now.
When you started, I feel like almost every entrepreneur, they don't admit to it, but when they start a company, they think, I'm going to build this up for 3 to 5 years, sell it, get acquired, make a fuckload of money, and go chill on a beach. That's almost every entrepreneur has that vision. Was that the vision? And that just, or did you always think like, I'm going to run this forever, no matter what?
No, I mean, I think in our case, when we started, the idea of getting acquired didn't exist. I think the idea was like, oh, we're going to do millions of dollars. We're going to be extremely profitable, and we're each going to make $1 million a year, and we're going to live this great life. And after year 1, that obviously didn't happen. Year 2, that didn't happen. Year 3, that didn't happen. Year 4, year 5, like we really didn't make any real money probably till 5 years into the business is when we first started making like a decent living wage. And then even then, when the business finally took off, the recession hit, and then we had to get crushed again. And it wasn't until a few years after that, like for us, unfortunately, the road has been extremely tough. Like it took us really damn near 10 years to be like in a comfortable position. And then since then we've had a lot of success, but we've had some bad years. Like, even 2 years ago was a very, very tough year for our business. And so I think for us, we've really like, we're true survivors in the sense that like, you just have to evolve your business. Otherwise you get destroyed. And like, you see, like, I've been joking about the mask, and then, I mean, it's nuts now. Like it's a real business. I mean,
How nuts? Can you quantify how nuts it is?
Sure. Not that many people watch this show, so that's okay. But like,
need him?
Yeah. Real quick. There he goes. There he is. How does it feel? All right.
All right. So Pete, let's talk about some other stuff right now. I'll tease you.
You're back now.
Okay. I said the number. Maybe people can read my lips on how much business we did this week.
Jake, can we get that on the record?
All right. So speaking of how much business you did this week and how good things are this week for you, I want to show you guys. This is my Robinhood account. I don't know if you can see this. This is one trade called XPXU that Dee told me about. Right now we are down $83,000.
Wow.
And that's in the past like 3 or 4 weeks.
Will that ever go? Are you ever going to go positive on that?
So
ask D. He's the one that put me in this place.
Yeah, he's a fucking liar. This piece of shit. So interesting enough, it's about to get significantly worse for him tomorrow because everyone came out with earnings today. They were terrible for everybody, and all the stocks are up after hours. So
Facebook's at an all-time high almost.
Yeah, Facebook is less than 10% off an all-time high, and they announced today that ad revenue will be significantly down.
It's like, what? Like, it makes no sense. So I have no option right now besides just holding, right, D? Like, I can't sell.
Yeah, your only other option is exit this trade, and 2 things can happen. One, your main business is doing extremely well. You're going to need the loss for tax reasons.
True.
So you have that option. If you take that approach, The other bet you could do is sell this and go very aggressive on some crazy option that's like a moonshot, right? Like with like.
Well, that just seems like that seems like you're down in the fourth quarter and you only start throwing Hail Marys. That just
Okay, but and I'll tell you why, because if you think your main business is going to do well this year, and there's no point to pay.
We have a lot of income that we're going to get taxed on. So you're saying I just take this $80,000 loss, I get a third of it back with a write-off in taxes. I could save 30 grand in taxes.
Yeah, I mean, that's potentially that might be your best bet. Is my point.
So you're saying I only lost $50,000.
Yeah.
That's pretty good when you think about it.
Why can you only write off a third of your loss?
Well, I'm saying I write off and I get taxed on a third of what I write off. So I'm saving. I wouldn't say
you could write off the entire loss.
Yes. So my taxable income would decrease by 80,000.
Correct.
And I would have been taxed like 30 grand on the 80,000.
Yeah.
Saving 30 grand.
Well, you're not talking about state tax too. It's probably 40%.
Right. So I only lost 45 grand.
Yeah.
Sick. Life is good again.
Life is good again. All right.
Should I actually, real question. Should I exit the stock right now while I'm down that much and then buy right back in just so I could take that loss? Does it work like that?
There's no,
because then I have the option to say like I took it as a loss.
You have till the end of the year to take the loss
But do I have to exit the trade to take it as a loss?
Yeah.
So why don't I exit now when it's low, buy right back in, then I have that option for a loss?
Because if it goes back up, then it's all the same.
Okay, fair.
If it's on December 30th, you're at this position and you don't think you want to do that, then exit it on December 30th and buy it in January.
Gotcha. Okay.
I would do that. I mean, I understand your logic. I don't see the point in doing it.
Cool. So good to know. So I'm only down 2/3 of what I thought I was. So that's
We have this call now.
Yeah, I just made 30 grand on this call.
I'm still very bullish on the trade. I think it's going to take time. I mean,
Are you still in the trade?
What?
Are you still in SPXU?
Yep, I'm still in, and I'm not like.
If I find out your ass sneaks out of this and leaves me in here to dry.
No, I'll tell you when I'm going to dump it. If I dump it, I'm taking a moonshot risk on something else.
Let me know, because I might need that Hail Mary.
You're both going to be throwing the same Hail Mary.
Because like the same irrational selling we saw when the Corona thing started, we're having the inverse impact, which is irrational buying. So I do think it's gonna even out pretty quickly. And cool. I think there will be a medium ground somewhere.
So my cost basis is $25. It's at like $15 right now. Do you think we get back to 25 and I get back to even?
I think you'll get to 25, but you have to have a long time horizon. Like, I don't think it's happening in 2 weeks.
I can wait. I mean, I got no other option.
Yeah, you may need to wait an entire another earnings cycle.
Which is fine. I got nowhere.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go.
I would say in 3 months, you'll be in a good place.
Cool. We'll take this clip right now of me being down 82 grand.
We'll check back in.
3 months from now, we'll check back in.
Okay.
The thing that's going to suck is this is going to reverse. I'm going to go from down 82 grand to like up like probably 30 or 40 grand. And I'm going to hold and Dee's going to tell me to sell. And I'm not going to sell. And it's going to go back to down to negative 80.
Longer term, this trade is horrendous because I do believe the stock market's going to be fine longer term.
Agreed. So we're going to sell the next dip.
Yeah.
Cool. That's all we got. Pete, fed up with Corona. Is that what you want to talk about, or do you want some other things?
Taylor just his newsletter this morning was very off-putting.
Yeah.
He seemed I felt like I was attacked. Every reader, I think, felt like they got attacked by Taylor this morning, and I do. On that note, I do agree with him on people who call it COVID.
It's so fucking annoying.
You know what's even worse than that?
It's all my friends who are in New York City who call it COVID.
Yeah.
They're the same ones who call e-commerce D2C,
Yeah.
direct to consumer.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. It's e-commerce.
Yeah.
Oh, direct to consumer marketplace is interesting because the millennials are interested. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Speak like a normal person.
I agree. I think people, anytime with any information, when they use fancy words, I don't like it.
Yeah, I hate those people. So I had some people saying I'm hanging out with you too much, D, and I'm turning into a crabby old asshole.
Hey, it suits me well, so it's a good path for you.
Yeah, next thing you know, I'm trading in the Tesla for a Chrysler minivan.
Yeah.
Here's the key element to that is, I'm a crabby old man, but I'm really fucking happy.
Yeah, well, I'm happy when I'm not losing all this money in the stock market. Usually pretty happy.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Corona's over. We're cruising right out of it now.
What about Elon? Elon do that little tweet, release everybody, get us out of here.
He's unfortunately an idiot for doing stuff like that. Because he's inciting people. People look up to him, and they're probably sitting in their houses like, Elon's agreeing with me. We need to protest and free America.
Elon's agreeing. We need to go buy Teslas.
Exactly. I mean, he just reported a profit. His stock's way up too. Everyone's up.
Tesla's almost at all-time high as well. It's insane.
Microsoft literally might hit an all-time high today.
It's insane. The world is crazy. Crazy.
I love one last thing. I just love that Taylor bashed the whole background thing, and then Dee comes right in with the background.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you read that part in the backgrounds?
Yeah, I did. I like it.
Stop sending me Zoom meetings.
Eiffel Tower.
The beach is nice though.
The beach
It
is
just
nice.
changes your mood.
We're laughing, not with you, but at you.
That's a direct quote.
Okay.
It's really not funny at all.
Okay.
We're all fake laughing at you, not laughing with you. Yeah.
Yeah, your background's so funny, D.
Yeah.
All right, Pete, let's wrap it up and give us some plugs because we are the biggest entity here.
Yes.
Shout out. If you guys don't know our guest today, his name's Dee, at Dee Murthy, if you want to plug your stuff. I think that's on all channels. We try to feature and like shout out the people that come on it. He has a little podcast. What's it called? Your podcast?
Yeah, what's that little one called?
Group chat?
No, the little one.
Or detour?
No, that one.
Wow, Pete shot fire.
Yeah, you guys are idiots.
Yeah.
So, the Detour podcast, where it's actually a great podcast. Are you still doing the Tales from Hell stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I actually have a lot of people that want to do it. It's just everyone's so busy and just trying to figure out, because the really good stories, where the entrepreneurs really fucked, is they're actually like very difficult because they're like drowning in debt. So it's
on the way, coming soon.
Well, if you want someone who's really fucked, you can talk about someone who's lost close to 6 figures in the stock market, had a couple of consulting agency clients churn, and get fucked out of a couple of account receivables. I got you here. So we got Detour. I mean, honestly, that's an underrated good pod that not enough people listen to. It's actually really good shit. They're quick. They're 10 minutes, and you learn a ton.
Yeah.
If you guys don't, I think everyone here probably listens to Group Chat Pod, so we don't really have to plug it. But if you don't, what are you doing with your life? Actually, some of the people here, I post this on LinkedIn. Some people are fresh people on LinkedIn who don't listen to Group Chat. It's their first time. So go check out Group Chat and all things you find podcasts. Pete is at YaBoyPete. His handle's there. I'm Taylor Offer. Follow us on Instagram at Group Chat Pod. Best memes in the game.
Yeah.
We got to start.
We're at 10.3. We're big now.
Yeah.
Swipe us.
Wow.
Somebody bought those fake followers and they never went away.
That's good. You gotta buy high quality fake followers. You have to buy from like a rich white country.
I think that's what they did, because they all came in and I saw them just come flowing in. We had like 600 in less than 20 minutes.
You gotta buy like German followers.
But nobody claimed it.
Good Aryan blood.
Yeah, you need good Aryan followers.
Yeah. But I've been checking the DMs and nobody's claimed them. So somebody literally bought them and then just decided to take no claim for it.
Oh, great.
Maybe it's Ryan Tierney. Ryan Tierney keeps wanting us to break off some budget for him to go pay these other meme accounts for shout outs. He thinks we could grow so crazy.
Okay.
Let's make some more ad dollars. The only thing, the issue with this show, D, and this is what we're going to talk about, we have a couple advertisements on this show. It keeps all the money.
The next part of the podcast is brought to you by Costa Brava Cocktail.
So any ad on this show goes directly to Pete's pocket. Is that okay?
Yeah. I pay myself in Costa Bravas.
I'll just charge you rent for when you do the podcast.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, last
Well, right
thing.
now you're not paying rent, so.
We unfortunately are.
Last thing to plug. Can you guys see my desktop?
Yeah.
Cool. So we have our new site, Melrose Street Journal. It should be launching by the time this launches. I still have a couple tweaks to do. You can sign up here for the daily newsletter. It's news you want somewhere else. We got to change this picture. And then over here, we're gonna have all these news articles all the time. So we're gonna talk about people who call it COVID. And this is, talking shit. They also pronounce Porsche as Porsche. Restaurants. So we have all these different articles here. We're loading a lot of content on here. Dee's gonna be writing some. Pete will write some. Melrose Street Journal will have all the podcasts here. and all of our roundups and everything. So it's the new website where you can find everything, all content we posted and published here. It's melrosestreetjournal.com.
Love it.
And in my other tab, I got Tesla stock. Let's see what they're at. How insane is this?
Look at after hours. Look at after hours. Up $72.
It's insane. We're almost at 900. What's our all-time
Look,
high?
put Facebook. Check Facebook real quick.
The all-time high was what? 218, and it's at 212.
Oh,
Insane. This
all-time
is
high is 224.
Oh, 224. Chipotle. I was looking at this. This is unreal. Chipotle's at where it was at pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Like pre-Corona in January is 879.
Yeah.
This is January before Corona anything. Oh my God! I just said it was at where it was at pre-COVID. I just called it COVID.
Yeah.
You are your own worst enemy.
Oh my God! But like in January, it was at 8.7. It's actually up from before Corona.
Wait, they're like one of the only like fast food essential restaurants that are open.
Yeah, but they're not crushing it, dude. They're definitely down.
Their sales are definitely down. I don't care what anyone says.
But their stock is up. It's full recovery.
What was the low?
The low was 536.
Look at Shopify.
The Shopify is the funniest.
Here comes Robbie's old.
Yeah.
It's a rocket ship.
Well, let's even back it up even more.
Wow.
Dude, so I bought Shopify when we started getting on Shopify when it was right here at like $75 a share. And I bought 200 shares of it.
Oh my God.
It was like 15 grand I put into Shopify. And I had 200 shares. I was like, when I saw it start taking off and doubled to like 200, I sold it there. And I made 15 grand on it. I thought I was like killing it because I doubled my money.
Look at this.
I sold 200 shares at right here, which was like a year ago for $200. If I kept those, let's see, what's it at right now?
639.
Oh no, 646.
Oh yeah.
650 times 200. So I sold it. I sold it for 30 grand. Wait.
No, 200.
Not 200. I could have made 130 grand. So there's another 100 grand loss. Chalk that up.
You're the worst investor.
I was gonna say you should stop it.
Or the best. Just reducing my tax liability.
Yeah, you're great at that.
Well, I was in early. That's good. I did one part right.
Yeah, that's fair. You bought the right company.
At the right time too.
Yeah.
So that's a win. All right, cool. Pete, any last words before we wrap it up?
Nope. Time to wrap it up. Go ahead and follow us on everything. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, do it all.
Peace.